Welcome to this week's episode of Ask NOIR, where I answer your questions and talk guns, the Second Amendment, and the firearms lifestyle. This week, I'm going to start with a question from Airbomb34, who wants to know if there's going to be a season 2 of NOIR. Yes, there's definitely going to be a season 2 of NOIR. And if you haven't already, you should head over to NRA Freestyle.tv right now and fill out the NOIR Season 1 Part 2 survey so you can tell me what you want to see on Season 2. And no, you can't see Amy shooting in a bikini, as one person who shall remain nameless keeps asking. Moving on. Hoot1141 on YouTube, in response to my review of the Cabot Guns 1911, states, "Safety is too positive for door kicker who wants a more fluid action. You would know this how? Stay in your lane, Colion Noir. Forgive me, Mr. Top Flight Door Kicker's Internet Patrol, but on that day that I shot that video, I was standing next to a door kicker who stated while holding the gun, I like my 1911 safety to have a more fluid action. Just saying." ODX27 from YouTube asks, do you have any memorable stories about friends or family that turned on you when they found out you were into guns? And do you have any thoughts on the M&P Shield? And between now and the next season, might you make an appearance on other well-known YouTube channels? There isn't one particular story that comes to mind, but when I started being really vocal about guns, some of my friends were a little taken aback by my newfound passion. A lot of the criticism was cloaked in facetious jokes. Some people would say things like, you think the government is out to get you? Or you getting ready for the apocalypse? Initially, I wanted to be angry, but I also understood that it was hard for some people to grasp the idea that I loved something that in their mind was only used for killing. And the fact that I could derive pleasure from such an object concerned them. So I just continued on with my passion in hopes that they would eventually see that my passion was driven not by bloodlust, but simply for the love of brass. And as for the M&P Shield, yes, I have some thoughts on it. I also own one. I could share them here, but you'd be better off watching my very first episode of NOIR, where I reviewed the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. Now, as far as me being on other YouTube channels, I'd love to visit Hickok 45's ranch, do some shooting with Tim for the Military Arms channel, take a James Yeager tactical response course, or hang out with Corey and Erica, which I've done. I've also done a collaboration video with Fate of Destiny about hoplophobia if you want to go and check that out. Before I go, be sure to look for a special bonus series this week where Travis Haley talks about body mechanics, learn the most effective way to get into different shooting positions, and some training techniques you can practice in the gym. With that, I leave you now until we meet again next week on Ask NOIR.